Alrighty, we're going.
Ooh.
Howdy.
Hey, yo.
Howdy.
So, if my voice sounds a little different, I just got my bite teeth aligners. So, they're like Invisalign, where it's like invisible braces. And I'm not used to wearing them, so my teeth feel really tight right now. It's like wearing braces. So,
Hell yeah.
it's a weird feeling. I only have to do mine for 8 weeks, and my wife's complaining because she's like, I have to do mine for like an extra 4. And I got
It's like compared to like braces that are like years.
Yeah, I did the daytime ones, and she got the nighttime ones, and I think the nighttime ones take longer. So, yeah, but
Yeah,
hey,
I'd probably rather have daytime ones anyway.
the gaps between my teeth are like super inconsistent, So, because I had braces.
You had braces already?
I had braces on just my top teeth to close the gap between my middle top teeth. I look like I was from Europe. Jeannie, your keyboard is loud as hell. You gotta, dude, it takes like 5 minutes to set up a noise gate.
Or just get a video broadcast and it literally does it for you.
Yeah, that too.
That's what I use.
And video broadcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I wore braces on my top teeth in 2nd grade for like 2 months or something. That's my only experience with braces. But we'll see how this goes. I'm going to be documenting every week because each week is a different set.
Yeah.
So that's for like correcting after you've had braces, I guess, like years after?
No, it's just for whenever. Whenever
anybody can qualify for the most part. It's that some people can't, I guess. Yeah. You have to go through a qualification process.
Okay.
It's for some people, it's not for everybody.
Yeah. So
I would imagine if your teeth are royally fucked, yeah, you can't probably do that. You probably need braces or Invisalign.
Yeah, it's just like Invisalign. It's just a different like brand name. What's it called?
Yeah, but with Invisalign, can't they still tighten the shit or whatever?
Invisalign, no.
I can't remember.
Literally, the difference is Invisalign was like the first one to come up with it, and so they kind of set the standard for price and stuff, and they're expensive as hell. It's like $3,000 for Invisalign.
Expensive.
Bite is like half the price because they cut out the middleman. They don't have to deal with dentists or orthodontists or anything, which is super smart because you don't need it, man. Like literally, they send you the molds. If you go watch the TikTok I did, I should put it at the top of my profile. But you do the molds yourself, and then they like double check them. They're like, yeah, they're good, or like you need to redo these ones or whatever. And then they send them to you, and they got here today, and so I started wearing them today, and I'm gonna document my progress. And then they gave us a code.
Do they offer like a payment plan?
Yeah, they offer a payment plan. And then I have a code, Dorito Fam, all caps, which takes like $80 off your starter kit, which is normally like $100 or something. So there you go. That's where they send you the mold.
I've always wanted to get braces because I hate my smile.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do something for a while, and then when they contacted my wife, I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. And then she was like, well, my husband's got this many followers and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, let's do something. So, boom.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it helps to throw that out there because, like, shit, if they can hook you up and then give you a code and then you help them out, it's like, fuck, why not?
Win-win, yeah. Yep. And I mean, people have been using the code, so. Good to me, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be promoting it. And then once you get done with the 8 weeks, they have like a maintenance one that you wear just at night. Like you only have to wear it for like 6 to 8 hours or whatever a day.
Yep.
Also, one way that they said that it's faster is they have this thing that you have to like put in your mouth that like vibrates or something like that. Like the things like lock into it, and then
what in the world?
Yeah, it's for like 10 minutes a day, and it's supposed to cut like 10% off of the time that it takes for them to work or something like that. So
that's interesting.
My wife said it feels really weird because you can feel like your teeth like it feels weird afterward,
chattering or whatever.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, because it's just helping them move.
You'll still feel it after.
It's supposed to be good for your gums because I mean it's literally just tugging on them so that they'll move where you want them to, and that's really rough on your gums. So apparently that helps with the gums or something. So.
Are you gonna try that?
I have to do it. That's part of the thing. So
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Anyways, enough talking about teeth. What do we want to talk about first? Because a lot of video games just came out.
The most prominent thing is Halo Infinite coming out yesterday randomly.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't even know there was rumors.
No, but nobody knew.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it was a massive surprise. But I think yesterday was also the 20th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. So it made sense.
That was why they did it, and kind of like a surprise for everybody. But it just piques the one thing for me is like, okay, so now you're going to charge $60 for the campaign.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe. Like
didn't make any sense
right away. It's not even about like, because with a lot of games, I'll be like, oh, I don't care, you know, like this is all business stuff for me, so I just write it off. It's not a big deal, you know. But I don't want to support paying $60 for just a campaign. That just doesn't seem like a good move to me. Yeah, but
also they're saying that all the multiplayer stuff isn't out yet and probably won't be until launch, which would make sense because I played it even more after we played it last night. And there's just so much like missing.
Is there going to be a create a class?
I don't think so.
That kind of pisses me off because like Halo 5, I think it was Halo 5 that implemented that. It might be.
My buddy told me it was Halo 4.
Okay, so
where you could have a loadout.
I think not having a loadout is a step back because like every shooter has that now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least like let us pick between the battle rifle and the SMG.
Yeah, for real. Because that SMG sucks at range, bro. It sucks so bad. It gets even
worse as COD or as Halo goes on. I feel like every year I feel like that SMG just gets worse and worse for some reason. I don't know. And then, like you said, long range is a miserable experience because, like, I can't fucking do anything. And a lot of the maps are long range.
Yeah.
So,
do they have Forge on there yet, or is that going to be with the campaign?
It's just big team battle or whatever, and arenas, which is 4v4.
No,
you don't get to pick the game modes either.
No, you can pick the game modes. They have the quick pay thing. It's like Call of Duty where it has a drop down thing, and then you can select which ones you don't want.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay.
And there's a shit ton,
I was
bro.
curious when I dropped that down. Yeah,
there's a lot. Of them.
Yeah, dude, we were playing the 4v4 arenas. That is way more fun than big team arena or what big team battle or whatever.
Really?
Arenas is where it's at. It's just 4v4.
I like the vehicles though. I like having vehicles.
Well, I mean, you can have vehicles in those smaller ones too. It depends on the map you're on, I guess.
Dude, I got a tank and immediately got like 20 kills in like a minute. It was.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I was losing it, dude. I was like, go crazy. But overall, I do think it was a smart move for them to go free to play for multiplayer.
Yeah.
But you can feel it, and like we said, we'll see when the launch happens whether we'll get more stuff. But I really feel like the not having a loadout is a step back for me. It makes me to not. It's one gripe that is important enough that it makes me almost not want to play it because I like having that customization. And
it just felt like weird too, you know, like because when we're playing like Battlefield and then we're playing a lot of Vanguard, like this random like middle ground thing comes in the way. It just felt weird playing it.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about it yet.
A lot slower pace. I wouldn't say a lot slower pace. It's slower pace than Battlefield or Vanguard for sure. But I mean,
I saw
Halo's the OG, man. Like Halo's been around forever. Like I've been playing Halo for well over a decade,
but Halo fell off for me after Halo Reach. Like once it went to 3.43. I mean,
I definitely stopped playing for sure for a long time. Played all the campaigns. I still haven't beat 5 actually, but played all the other campaigns. It's always been a good experience with that. But yeah, the multiplayer just kind of. There's just other games that interested me more, you know?
Yeah.
But what's cool with Halo Infinite too as well, if you have Game Pass, obviously, because it's a Microsoft game, we get it for free. So,
the campaign?
Which is insane. Yeah, because we've gotten Back 4 Blood for free. We've gotten this for free, Halo. We got Forza 5 or whatever for free.
Horizon 5 was free.
Free on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yep. on PC as well.
My.
So Game Pass is different between PC and Xbox. PC doesn't always have as many games as the Xbox version does. Because it was more, I feel, catered probably to the Xbox players, but obviously because PC is Microsoft, they're going to want to put as many games in there. So Forza ended up being one of those, and I was playing it on my PC. It's really, really good game, actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, that right there, it's 4 huge games that would have normally costed you, if you bought them all brand new, it'd be $240 if you wanted all 4 games. I got them all for $15 a month that I pay, but I'm already paying $10 for the gold membership to play on Xbox Live. So I pay $5 extra a month to have Ultimate and Game Pass. I mean,
oh my god! So you're paying $20 a month?
No, 15 total. 10 for the Live, 5 for the Game Pass. $15 a month. I already needed the Live anyway, so really it's $5 a month extra.
Dude, that is a steal. And you're going to get the campaign free too then for Halo.
Yep. And we got Gears 5 Ultimate Edition, which is $100+ game.
I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fuck about Gears of War, man. I never cared about it.
You don't know games.
What do you mean I don't know games? Just because I don't want to run around with a chainsaw on my gun.
Gears is hands down one of the greatest series ever created. Ever.
Bro, like, I get the story.
I forgot about Gears, I'll be honest.
The story is cool, but that is like perfect example of milking a franchise. Like, they literally just put the games out to put a game out.
No.
Nobody has cared since like the 3rd one.
There's a good fan base out there that plays the multiplayer and shit on launch.
I don't know anybody in it except you. I've never been able to get into it. Like,
not the story, the big gaming community, I would say, does, but like it still doesn't go to the aside that people don't play it.
I tried playing multiplayer because there's a like a competitive scene, right? And it's just like a clunky 3rd person. Like, I don't know, just doesn't excite me.
Very clunky.
It's not clunky. It's like they're moving around with massive humans running around with giant.
Everybody's just rolling from cover to cover.
Yeah.
And then popping up and shooting.
Inside of just running and gunning all the time?
Like real life, yeah.
I do kind of like the... it's fun.
I don't know what exactly that was in reference to.
I think he's talking about Call of Duty.
Das House.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the most ridiculous shit. I don't know. I think Gears is nice in a break for me because, like, everything, even I know I was playing Halo last night, everyone is so fucking sweaty. Every game you play, it's sweat central. It's like, man, I miss the days where I could casually game. I'm not like a complete shit multiplayer person. Like, I'm not horrible at these games. But it's like, fuck, I literally feel like I got to be full tilt, snort my line of G Fuel, and like be locked the fuck in every time I play a multiplayer game nowadays.
It's the skill-based matchmaking, man. Everybody uses it.
Skill-based matchmaking sucks.
It does.
It sucks. In every fucking game, I don't give a shit what anybody says. There needs to be separate. If you want to do like pro level shit, skill-based matchmaking, there's a whole separate fucking lobby for you. If you want to casually game with a bunch of other casual gamers and we have our own skill-based matchmaking, that's how it should be.
I think
because everybody that's a casual gamer who works a fucking 9 to 5 and like doesn't get to full out binge a video game like half these motherfuckers do, well, it's not enjoyable for us. Which then takes away our love for gaming. I used to love Call of Duty, shitting on kids, whatever. Like, yeah, was I a little bit better than like the average player? Sure. But like when I'm going against all these people that are like way, way above what I'm doing because they play the game for 12 plus hours a day, it's not enjoyable anymore. It's not fun. And it sucks because I love those games. I know there's many of people out there that feel the same way as me.
I don't feel it as much in Vanguard as I did Cold War. Or, I don't know. It feels about the same as Modern Warfare, I think. As far as the skill-based matchmaking in Vanguard goes. But this is the most fun I've had. I don't know, because I had fun in Modern Warfare, but you think the spawns are bad in this one. They had to straight up change, like, objective places in Modern Warfare. Like, the spawns were even worse than that. They had to literally change maps to fix it. Like, it was that bad. They just couldn't get around it.
I feel like that just goes to show how much time they put into their game and like how much they actually care. Because every year they just put out another fucking Call of Duty, but like every year it's the same fucking issues. You guys have been around doing this shit for over a decade. How are the spawns shit? Every fucking like you guys don't know bullshit.
It's because this year there's multiple like there's those different like blitz and tactical and all that. If you play 6v6 or 8v8, the spawns are decent, but then when you get to that 10v10 or 12v12, that's where it's fucked because there's just too many people in the match on for that map, you know. Which they're working on, but they've never done that in a Call of Duty before. Like the way that they've done these different like types of player modes. So they innovated, but at the same time that comes with its own problems. So I'm not giving them a straight up pass for that, but it's like, okay, you know, like fix it. Like if it's like a month later and the spawns are still as bad as they are right now, we got a problem. But you know, I'm not gonna shit on them for spawns right now because they're I don't think any other shooter game has tried this yet, at least that I've seen, like major. So I gotta give them props for at least doing that. But Vanguard, okay, I will say that I think out of these three shooters, Halo, Battlefield, and COD, all three were disappointments, but for different reasons. And the one that I find myself playing the most and wanting to play more is Vanguard. That's just how I feel personally. Battlefield, I've heard a lot of people complaining that it takes too long to unlock weapons because there's only 22 guns, and so they needed to like make it grindy to last.
That's
so
another
it's like,
gripe I have with all this shit that I'm glad you reminded me of.
Yeah.
With Halo.
Yeah, Halo's very grindy. Yeah. Well, it's free to play.
Battle Pass.
But that's
I
the
have
thing.
to do challenges to get through the dude. That is the ultimate grind. And then I was talking with friends last night. It's like, when does it get to be like enough's enough? Because it's like if you try to play every game, you're all around gamer, whatever. Do I play Destiny, Fortnite, Apex every now and then? Now I'm doing Battlefield and Call of Duty and all these other ones. Like, how are you going to get through the Battle Pass? You can't. Yeah, every single one is becoming way too grindy. It's too much.
There's a limit to how many you can do, and I think mine's like 3 or 4. And I think right now,
just like I feel like if you buy it, you should have ample amount of time to complete it, and then also it just shouldn't be so hard because they should just know like, oh, hey, they're not only playing our game, and that's fine. They don't have to only play our game. The casual gamer doesn't have to just play our game, and not everybody can afford to just blow money on a whole battle pass and buy every level. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to grind Fortnite because I want that fucking Carnage skin.
Yeah,
and then there's other ones that I want to grind too, but only for a few things.
I think Fortnite's new Battle Pass system and how long it takes to get through it is perfect. I think Fortnite's got it down more than anybody else.
It's definitely one of the easier battle passes to get through. I will say that.
I feel like it's more for casual people. Apex has taken the longest.
Takes so fucking long.
So much that it makes me like just give up on it. That's why I haven't really gone back to it.
I forget it's there, honestly.
Yeah.
The casual gamer will never get through an Apex battle pass.
But Halo, I'm curious to see if it changes later. But when you go to the battle pass, it says that there's 160 days left.
Yeah, you get an ample amount of time, but it's just like, you know how many games you have to play to complete these challenges versus just playing and getting XP on top of it. It should be XP on top of the challenges.
But it's free to play. Of course, they're gonna make it grindy. They're gonna make you want to they're gonna make people sweat for it. And then when there's only like 20 days left, and you still have when there's 20 days left, and you still have like 20 or 30 levels to go. They're just gonna be like, all right, just buy the it's 50% off tier skips, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's how they're gonna do it. That's the whole point of the battle pass.
They've all definitely found ways to make a bunch of money, and we all just kind of fall for it every year.
Well, you remember how you used to have to pay for map packs, bro, and you don't have to anymore. So that money's got to come from somewhere, and it's the battle pass. There's nowhere else for it except skins, and I feel like
or you can just buy the season pass, or I mean, a lot of people the
season pass is the battle pass.
Which not every case.
What game are you talking about?
The season? No, what?
When you buy a season pass,
separate?
No. Season pass is like another term for battle pass these days, man.
Yeah.
Some games call it a
I
season
thought the
pass, like
season
Halo.
pass was just like you got everything.
All the DLC and
Like
stuff.
the map and yeah. When you buy a season pass.
They don't do
It's
that
like
anymore.
$50.
They stopped
They
doing
don't
that a
do
couple
like
years ago.
paid maps anymore. Yeah, because that whole Battlefront thing.
Battlefield 1, I think, was like the last game to do it, and they like, dude, their player base, every time a new like season of maps came out, it just like cut the community in half, and like the game suffered because of it. And that was like the last time that a big game did it like that. But I remember back in the old Call of Duty days where it's like, oh, dude, Map Pack 1 dropped, you know, and everybody's just like losing their mind, you know.
Yeah, it's like $15 a piece.
People are like knocking on neighbors' doors. Let me mow your lawn. I need $15.
Yo, that's right. Wow. Battlefield 1 was, I feel like if that was all free, if they had like a battle pass system like that with free map updates, that game would have been incredible.
Battlefield 1, bro. I think that was the best one since like Battlefield 3. And then this one, okay, so Hazard Zone, I like the concept, but it was very underwhelming because the way that it was described to me was there was going to be looting, and there's no looting. It's literally just the hard drives.
Yeah, and the hard drives are like what, points, and then what are you going to do? You just get your same loadout every game. There's no true value to it.
There's no point to Hazard Zone. And then with All Out War, it's just the same shit that they've always done, and it lacks the customization that makes me want to grind for it. If they had camos like Call of Duty, then people would grind for camos. That's something to do, you know. Is there camos in it?
There is, but it's again, it's all just like you have to get a certain amount of kills. No like certain kinds of kills. No nothing. It's all like
just very basic.
You just got to get more and more kills. That's it. Just kills.
And then
until it just gets too high.
So some people are like, "Oh, well, what about the portal mode?" So the portal mode to me is purely nostalgia. It's cool. I like the idea, but people already ruined it because they were creating their own lobbies to farm XP, and so they made it so you barely make any XP. So it's not even worth playing for XP anymore. So really, all you have is All Out War. That's the main thing, and it's the same shit. And I don't know, man. If I gotta pick a game to grind, it's not gonna be that one. I would almost rather play Halo, to be honest. But I don't know.
Really?
If people ask me out of those three, well, I mean Halo's free, so that's a no-brainer. But out of those two, Battlefield and COD, which one do you ask for Christmas? I'm gonna say COD, even though Zombies is kind of lackluster. The campaign's very short, but I think it's solid. I think it's a solid campaign. It looks really good. It's very cinematic. And then the multiplayer is, you know, same shit. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But they added enough to keep me like surprised and like grinding for stuff. But I mean, I gotta be honest, man. Like it's at that point where it's like, okay, like somebody needs to do something innovative because I
feel
can't.
They're all very underwhelming right now. It's just,
and I think that has to do with COVID.
They're all what we expected.
I think a lot of it has to do with COVID.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think the Warzone treatment is what Battlefield needs the most, though, because like I remember Modern Warfare 2019 being very like good, but it wasn't like astoundingly good. It was just like, oh, this is one of the better CODs of the recent memory, you know. And they had that ground war thing that was like trying to be Battlefield, but then wasn't. And then they had that one last trick up their sleeve that came out like February, right? Warzone came out February, so what is it? Almost like 4 months after the game's release, when you're assuming like, oh, we're already focusing on the next COD, they just drop this atomic bomb that just changes everything.
Yeah,
that's kind of what Battlefield needs. They need like a Warzone to come out of nowhere and save their game, essentially, because Hazard Zone's not it. Well, and who knows if that'll.
They said Call of Duty is working on their own version of a Hazard Zone type mode, but if they add to it, it's literally going to be like it's like the day before the project's due, and you just like take credit for it. You know what I mean? Like that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen.
Totally see that
if they do it right. And then like I saw a lot of people are saying, "Oh, look, Call of Duty sucks. Sales are down 40% or whatever compared to last year. It's the worst selling one." I think the fact that the Pacific map is coming out a month after has a lot to do with that. And I think once Pacific comes out, and if it's good, and people are like crazy about Warzone again, which I really hope they are, because I remember those old days, man.
Yeah.
The old days of Warzone. I miss it.
I can feel it coming though. Like I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to like kind of be an insult to injury. The new Pacific map to like everyone else's like Battlefield is just gonna be like, oh fuck, we fucked up. You know,
people are
the only downfall is they're still gonna have all the cheaters in Warzone too, because that anti-cheat ain't shit. It ain't it.
Well, the anti-cheat takes into account. So this is what surprised me: the anti-cheat takes into account whether you've had a violation in a Call of Duty game ever. So if you got caught cheating back in like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4 days, and you're still using the same hardware, like if you're still using like the same Windows profile, you're fucked. It won't let you access the game.
I just think like every game should be, if you're found cheating, your IP address is banned. Period. Done.
Yeah, but I think that's some kind of privacy violation thing. But they can ban hardware, so it's going to be hardware bans.
Wow. Yeah.
I think because you can change your IP, but changing your hardware is a lot harder.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, at the end of the day, the people who are really like, I mean, I saw a video on TikTok that made me laugh so hard, dude. It was this guy who was so fat that you couldn't even see the bed he was laying on. And he's like, oh, what the hell is that? And like lets out this nasty fart, and he has like a Cheeto, and he's like, what the hell was that doing in my ass or something like that? And at the top it just says like Call of Duty sweats. Like
it's pretty much right. Yeah.
The people who literally have no life and live on like, I mean, the people who are like struggling to pay their rent and spending all their time playing Call of Duty or living off of mommy and daddy's money or something like that. Those are the people who are always going to get around stuff. But I feel like, I don't know, man, like the large majority of people who are doing it are just like using a Cronus or something like that. And those people are going to get banned. So, you know, I don't know.
I stopped playing Warzone heavy when my team would get to the finals, and then we'd always lose to like some sort of hacking. Like there was one instance where it was down to 3 teams. We ended up dying from the one team that wasn't hacking. Cool, fair, whatever. But then they were trying to find the other team, and the storm was literally getting down to like that last little bit where like you got to like stand in the middle of it to like not take damage or whatever on this little speck. And they just couldn't find these guys. It's because they had the stim glitch where they were out in the storm and weren't taking damage. They were just chilling.
Yeah.
So they were probably God knows where. Probably not even near the small circle, like the last circle. So it's just, once I realized that that's what I'm playing against, and like I'm gonna waste my time, because like if you get all the way to the top 3, I mean, you've been playing probably like good 30 minutes or so, maybe even longer. So I don't want to waste my time playing those games just to get to the point where, I lost to a hacker or a hacking squad, whatever. Of course.
I stopped playing Warzone when they announced that the new map is actually just going to be a reskin of Verdansk. Like, you fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah. That sucked, dude.
So
oh my god.
What I've seen of this new Pacific map though excites me, and I think if they knock it out of the park, people are gonna buy Vanguard just to grind the guns, and then boom, sales are fine. But I just hope that next year, because we're finally out of like the game drought. Obviously, you know, like we finally have like
so many damn games.
So many
play,
games
dude.
now. All of a sudden,
all of them at the same time too. All the biggest shooters are coming out at the same time. Literally every multiplayer is out right now.
Yeah.
New season of Apex, fucking fairly new season of Fortnite, Battlefield 2042, Infinite, Call of Duty Vanguard. You got 5 fucking shooters to play right there.
Can't be honest.
With fairly new shit.
Can I be honest about something?
Go for it.
I hope Valorant dies. I hope people stop playing that fucking game.
Valorant.
Yes,
I could never get into it,
dude. I liked
let the hate
it.
Flow through you.
But let the hate flow through you. One day I was just like I can't remember what it was. It was like some special pack came out for I can't remember what like DJ artist it was or something like that. But they got their own skin pack in the game. And I was like, dude, that looks kind of dope. I click on it, $100 for like
No.
4 weapon skins.
Out of your fucking mind.
And then I was like, how much have I
Nope.
how much have I spent on skins? And I looked, and I'm not gonna say because I don't nobody needs to know that. But I looked,
say how
right?
much I spent on Fortnite.
I probably spent like $300 on skins in that game, something like that. Without
Ain't
even
nothing where I'm at with Fortnite.
well, Fortnite, yeah, that's one thing. But in a game,
I'm easily over like
in
$1,200
Valorant,
probably.
like
what the fuck?
geez. But Fortnite's been out a lot longer, right?
Fortnite's been out, yeah, like probably 4 or 5 years now.
I think Valorant's been out for just over a year now.
Yeah, I've spent.
But once I
realized
realized that they're charging like $100 for skins in a free to play game, I was just like,
Yeah, that's not cool.
yeah, I don't
That's
want to
not
support
cool.
that anymore. I don't care if it's fun or not. I don't want to support it.
Valorant,
I think
anytime I
Overwatch
try to
too.
play it, and that was another prime example of skill-based matchmaking with certain games. I just started the game out. Should be in like casual, most people that just started out lobbies, right? I'm getting fucking clapped left and right. And granted, like that's a game where, especially with mouse and keyboard, I wasn't like totally. I'm still shit on mouse and keyboard, but I'm much better than when I first started with my PC because I was a controller player for 2 decades. So trying to get used to like playing that game is insane because like I watch people and they just like snap over to your head and boom, you're dead. And I'm like, bro, my reflexes are just not there yet, and my like muscle memory for my mouse is just not at that point. So I just wasn't having fun because I'd come around a corner and somebody's click locked right on my head, boom, dead. I'm like, I've just now seen you and was moving to you. Like,
I mean, it's just it's a competitive skill game, and so like whenever there's a game that's geared towards that, there's always going to be people who are just they have like 5 Smurf accounts, and those are the people that you get clapped by in the lower ranks, and it's like, what's the point of playing at that point, man? You can't get away from the people who literally are sitting there who haven't showered in like 3 days because they're trying to grind a diamond or some shit, you know? Like it's
dude, the fact that some people already have atomic on COD is just like
they don't.
scary.
Some
of them do.
No,
I would imagine. Somebody somewhere grinded for it. Somebody did.
Very few, bro.
No
if anybody has it, they have literally not done anything but play since it came out because it's been out for a week now, right? Or not? Has it even been out for a week?
2 weeks, I think.
2 weeks.
Came with a third, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's there's a good handful of people who've gotten it already, but like most people that you see in multiplayer that have it, there's some kind of thing you can unlock.
It's a hack.
There's a hack that you can use, an unlock tool, and then there's a glitch that you can do that gives it to you for like certain weapons or something like that. But they said that they're gonna start cracking down on that, and anybody who uses it's gonna get banned. So.
Well, hey, it's a fuck up on your shit though. Like you guys made it to where this existed.
Well,
because you fucked up and didn't pay attention to your game. Fuck yourself. Don't ban people because they took advantage of your shit.
The unlock tool is something that somebody made.
Oh, that's another thing. That's understandable. Ban those people or whatever you want to do. Take action with those people. But the people that found the glitch to where they could get it, that's the problem in your game that you should have figured out.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's your choice whether you want to use it or not. And if you're going to be scummy and use it, like, I think they should just reset them if they did. You know, if they used a glitch, but
yeah,
I don't know. At that point, it's like, are they really going to go through and figure out who used the tool and who used the glitch?
Right.
You know?
It does kind of take away from the people that like actually grind for Atomic though, because that's like
it's like the only reason I'm playing it is to try and get it. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's
stupid.
It's shitty because it takes so fucking long to do, but it's like if you do that, it's like you deserve some credit because you put in some fucking time.
Yeah, I'm watching FaZe Jev grind for it, and he makes some of the best gaming YouTube videos ever. He'll just be like sitting there talking about like Call of Duty and how people are complaining about the sales while dropping like a 20 bomb. You know, like I'm like,
that's nothing for some of those guys.
FaZe Jev, man,
they know what they're doing.
Damn.
Yeah,
it's been really fun playing that game though. I'm like shocked how much I am enjoying that multiplayer.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna stream Fortnite today, and it's been a hot minute since I played it. Um,
I was having fun with
just to
Fortnite
play
the other
it,
day.
so.
I was stopping some kids in solos, getting quite a few kills. Felt good.
Yeah, I
I
definitely need
love
to
the people
start.
that come up with the shotguns and I just shit on them with an SMG.
Yeah, I definitely need to start making some like gaming TikToks again. It's been a while,
Yeah.
and I noticed that whenever I start making gaming TikToks, my stream starts doing better. But I mean, like the fact that like I haven't made any gaming TikToks in a while, and I'm still streaming to around 100. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't complain.
That's pretty good.
Still solid. Yeah.
And there's people have been coming in and saying like, "Oh, you fell off," and I'm like, "Bro, if I fell off, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, at least I know what
How
it's
did
like
you fall off?
I don't
like,
know,
You've done
because
nothing but grind.
Because at one point I
hell?
was streaming to like 800 average or something, but like,
Well,
that was like my
people
peak was
move
like
on.
800. Well, it's not even that, man. It's like that was like peak COVID. It's like, of course, there's not as many people watching.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, like, of course, people don't watch me as much when I don't put as much effort into it anymore. You know.
Yeah.
It's really like the diehard people who are still watching, but.
Well, those are the people that matter. So
yeah, the people who come in and say that I fell off, I'm like, dude, if I did, I don't care, because at least I know what it's like to get up there first in the first place. You know what I mean? And like, oh, touche, you know. So
yeah.
And I
Again,
mean,
those are the people that'll probably never amount to anything. So take what they say with a grain of salt.
Dude, you know, quick side note before we talk about something else. Have you ever sat down and really thought about how many people there are out there who just like get by? Like they don't strive to achieve anything. They're just like a cog in the system.
I know tons of them.
Yeah, I know tons of them too, but I'm just saying, like, when you think about how many people are doing that, like what causes that though? Is it just laziness, or is it the whole idea that like becoming
mental disorders too?
Well, yeah,
depression takes over a lot of people, and they succumb to it, unfortunately.
But like,
and then you add in everything else.
I guess maybe I was just raised different, but I was raised with the idea that like you can do whatever you want, but it ain't gonna be easy, and you can't half-ass it, and you have to really care about it. You know?
Yeah, you got to put in the time, the effort.
I was thinking about that today, like in the shower. I just had like this weird flashback. I was like, why is it like where does the drive come from and the ambition? And I was like thinking about back in high school when the whole SAT, like nailing the SAT was like the end all be all of like your existence. At least it was for me, because it was like there's these colleges like Texas A&M and UT that would be like, if you get a 1,300 minimum on your SAT, aside from the writing portion of it, then we'll give you automatic admission and you're in. And then if you don't have that, then you have to actually fight for your life to get admitted with what you do have, even if it's like 1,200 or something. And I got like 1,220, I think it's what it was, and it was like just barely under that. And I just like, it got to my head so much that like the fate of my life and my worth was dependent on somebody telling me whether I could or couldn't do that. And I think it was the anger of that and the just the rebellion that I had built inside of me all that time, that it was like, I'm gonna fucking break those rules. I'm not gonna do that, and I won't go there. And I'm glad I didn't go there. But like, damn, it's I think it comes from like how you're raised and like who is telling you what when you're at those foundational ages, like when you're about to make those like long-term life decisions, like, am I staying in the place where I grew up in, or am I moving elsewhere? Am I going to college, or am I like, now that I'm free and I'm 18, like what happens next? Like, am I going to do what I want to do, or like what somebody told me is okay to do? Like, it's just so,
I think a lot of it is just, you have
difficult.
to set a standard for yourself personally. Like, I mean, you could, if like, I know like a lot of people say the college years are where you like fuck off and party and stuff, but for me, like, since I didn't go to college, I think the military was kind of like that, but I didn't get it all out of my system, you know, because of that, you know, because I was more busy than anything, and like, you know, I had to, you know, in college I hear about a lot of underage drinking, you know, that's a no. It's stupid too. Like, your brain is still developing. Don't throw poison in it constantly. You know, that's stupid.
Yeah.
But in the military, you know, it's pretty frowned upon to like underage drink. So like waiting till I was 21 also I think helped keep me from fucking off too much too. Not only that, I had goals of like what I wanted to do in the military. But I think just setting that standard for yourself that like you always got to be kind of like working towards something to keep your mind busy, because I feel like if you get into a funk where you're like lazy and just kind of like going with the flow,
it's the worst.
That's when it becomes easy to get like depressed and stuff, because it's like your brain craves like challenge and stuff like that, and when you don't challenge it for a while, like I think that's really bad for you, man. And like I mean, anybody can set a challenge for themselves. It could be as simple as just trying to get a promotion at your office job, like I mean, people are like, oh well, that's too much work, I don't want to have to like stay late and kiss the boss's ass and stuff like that. And it's like, well dude, like you got to think about it, like how did your boss get to where he is? Some of them, it's family stuff and daddy hooked them up and stuff like that, but most of them had to kiss ass and do all that stuff, and then now everybody kisses their ass and other one's getting the bonuses and all that shit. So it's like, I don't know, like to sit there and be like, you know what, I want to be the one who's running this company. Like that's not crazy to think, man. Like there's and maybe if you can't do it at that company, I'm sure there's a company out there that you could, like find something, But
well, that's the thing with like depression. People say it's like a chemical imbalance, but it's like I feel like it is that, but it's also a mental thing. Like you just have to like overcome it. Like I was definitely depressed for quite a few years of my life, and like had gotten to the point where I had those thoughts, not gonna say the word, but you know what I'm saying, and it was like really bad times in my life, and then something snapped inside me, and I was like, dude, you just gotta fucking snap out of it. Just start working, start doing a bunch of shit. So that was around the time I got the job doing the home security stuff, and that kept me busy for quite a bit of time. And the rest of the time I was with my friends, because I lived with 2 roommates, so we always had shit to do. So I really didn't have time to be depressed, anymore, or like lay around and just not do anything, and just get by and do whatever. So now, especially now, I'm at 28 years old. I feel like, I still deal with depression from time to time. I still get sad, still whatever. But like my brain automatically sets it to like, can't stay here. Gotta go. Got to get out of this place. Like go do something. Go outside. Go for a walk. Go get some good food. Go do something with your friends or family. Go on a trip. Go to a concert. Do whatever you gotta do. Get the fuck out of this funk. You ain't sitting here for too long. It's okay to realize you're sad, and okay to like that not every day is going to be a good day, and it's okay to embrace that, but like to stay there, you got to have it within your mental to just get the fuck out of there and go do shit. A lot of the people that say, oh, I'm depressed, this and that, you don't fucking get sunlight, you don't drink enough water, it's like Danny has said this before too, you don't go out and exercise, you don't give your body a fighting chance to have your mental stay in a good place. Those key things right there, enough water, getting sunlight, and eating, those 3 things alone will change your outlook in your depressive episode or whatever. Getting enough sleep, which most people who are depressed, it's all they do is sleep. So damn well you're getting enough fucking sleep. Yeah, get your ass up, find a hobby, go work, get your mind out of that place, and you'll be so much better off.
There is such a thing as oversleeping too. Like, if you sleep for like more than 10 hours in a day, like it actually has like negative effects.
Trust me,
and it's really bad
at that place like a week ago.
It's really bad for your body too, because you're not moving for that long, and it's just really bad. Yeah, it increases your risks of like stroke and blood clots and all kinds of shit too.
I'm trying to flip my schedule around. Not as crazy as yours, but I would like to still be able to get up. My earliest, and I'd like to train myself, because normally I'm getting up at like noon to 1 right now, because I stay up till like 3 or 4. My goal would be to get up by like 10. Start at like 10, 11, and just keep working. Every week, get like an hour less.
That's definitely a good way to do it. I
Especially
totally,
with the way the sun's setting now.
I totally chewed out my wife this morning. I chewed out my wife because she has this problem where she'll have her alarm go off, and then she'll just snooze it, right? But she'll literally snooze it for like 2 fucking hours. So like every 15 minutes her alarm's going off.
Yeah.
And like
it doesn't make sense. I don't know how people live like that.
I do listen to my body sometimes though. So like this morning I woke up at 6 like I normally do, and I was like, dude, I got like 3.5 hours of sleep last night. Like, I need some more
Still
sleep.
tired.
I was like, I think I'll feel better if I sleep for like another half hour. But then 15 minutes in, her alarm goes off, and then it goes off another 15 minutes later. So I never get back into the deep sleep for a little bit. So I finally told her, I was like, you got to stop the fucking snoozing. You got to stop. It's hurting me because you keep snoozing.
Damn.
I didn't realize
Instead,
that's what
like,
it was.
If I know I want to sleep a little bit longer with mine, because obviously it goes off like every 10 minutes, I think, at least mine does, for snooze. I'll just turn off the alarm and just tell Siri, like, hey, set it for a half hour from now instead. So it's not going off every 10 minutes. And then I know, like, okay, boom, when that goes off, my ass needs to get up and get moving. You know? But hitting the snooze 15 fucking, I have so many friends that do that shit. And when we're all together, their alarms will be going off. I'm like, bro, figure it the fuck out.
I got a
So
hack.
I'll lose my shit.
Well, I got two hacks to get up early. So one, you want to put your phone like on the other side of the room, so you have to get up out of bed to turn it off, and then put a water bottle or something there, and like drink that water bottle. Like, make it so like, okay, I'm gonna turn my alarm off, and then I have to drink this water bottle. And then usually what happens is it's like, all right, I just drank a water bottle. Oh, I gotta pee. Oh, well, you know what? I'm in here. I might as well brush my teeth. You know what? I might as well hop in the shower or whatever. You know, put my shoes on. Like, it's just like a chain reaction of things. But if I wake up and I feel like shit, and I'm like a half hour more, but then my wife's alarm goes off twice during that, and I still feel like shit, annoying. That's when all of a sudden it's like 9 o'clock, and it's like I slept for another 3 hours, but every 15 minutes I was waking up. You know what I mean? Like, that's stupid. And I think that's what my issue was with sleep. And so I told my wife, and I'm going to talk to her again about it later, but like, I was like, dude, you got to stop this. Like, I know it's a bad habit that a lot of people have, but like, it's legit affecting me. So you gotta knock that shit off. Like, I can't do it.
Though. Hey, gotta be able to talk about that shit,
dude. Like, I keep waking up. Like, as soon as I finally like get back into a deep sleep, like I get snapped out of it by her damn alarm, because I'm a light sleeper and she's not. So like, she'll just she'll be like half asleep still, just turn it off and go back to sleep. But I like wake up. And I'm just like, fuck, what time is it? God, I feel like shit. And I'm like, oh, I guess, you know, I'll get up another half hour. And next thing you know, it's almost 10. And it's like, just wasted 3 hours of time. So, yeah. But, yeah, sleep is huge, man. And I think a lot of people, they're just like, oh, I just need 8 hours. But, like, they don't realize that you need, like, or 7 to 8 hours, right? Like, you need 7 to 8 like quality hours of sleep. It can't be like, you know, fucking waking up to, you know, go eat something, or waking up, you know, if you drink way too much water before bed and you have to wake up like 3 times in the middle of the night, that's so bad. Dude, I will admit though, when you wake up and you gotta pee and you're like half asleep and you go pee and then you lay back down, you're like, God damn, this bed feels so good. You're like,
there's no better
feeling. Or like, dude, have you ever gotten up or you woke up to pee and then you're like, oh, I'm thirsty, and then you drink water and it tastes so goddamn good because your mouth's all dry and shit? Yeah.
Yes. You could just
The little
down a whole
things.
water bottle doing that. Yeah.
I have noticed since I started working out again, I sleep way better.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to, because like I'm actually physically, my body is tired.
Your body is trying to recover.
When I lay down, I'm like, oh yes, like I can relax. I usually sleep in, because like I would, before that, like when I wasn't working out and shit, I would toss and turn all fucking night. I still kind of do sometimes, but like I've definitely noticed if I get in at least 45 minutes of working out, usually plus my day-to-day work schedule anyway of doing a bunch of shit all day long, I'm usually pretty damn tired by the time I'm laying down now, to where I'm physically like, okay, I can just slump out for a while.
I try to read like 10 pages of a book too before I go to bed as well.
I've been reading like crazy. I finished the first Hunger Games book last night, so I'm switching into Catching Fire, I think is the next one.
I'm reading
dude, the books are so much better, which they always are, but
I'm reading a book on acting right now. I know that might not sound very interesting to other people, but I think it's awesome.
That's cool.
Well, that's what you're working on. So
what is it? What is it called?
It's called Acting and How to Be Good at It, and it's written by
oh right, you mentioned that.
Yeah, Basil Hoffman, who just passed away. So yeah. After that, there's There's an LA so Basil Hoffman, his talent manager from LA. I actually had a class with him on Saturday, and then I signed up for his workshop. It's like a day workshop. It's like you set up like an action plan for like 2022 is what the goal is of that workshop.
Nice.
But he has a book called The New Business of Acting, which basically just goes how to like navigate your career in like today's day and age of acting, you know. So I think that's huge too. So I'm probably gonna read that next. And then I think I'll read something for fun after that. I think I'm going to do like 2 books that are like actually learning shit, and then like 1 book where I like, you know, just pure like leisure like reading. My mom got me Michael J. Fox's book, his like little like autobiography book, which is kind of similar to Matthew McConaughey's, except, you know, obviously Michael J. Fox has been dealing with Parkinson's. And so that'll be an interesting read.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Fuck.
I have a question. This is super random and switching topics, but are you able to pre-roll ads like during your streams? Can you click something to where you can play an ad?
Yeah.
You can? Okay. Have you ever tried to do that during a stream?
You have to do it so many times to because the whole point is like, oh, if you do it this many, like, okay, if you run a pre-roll and for the next 15 minutes, when people come into your stream, they won't get an ad right away.
Right.
But in order for it to be like people never come in and like get an ad right away, which is supposed to deter them from going, oh, you know what, fuck this, I'll go to a different stream, you know, that I'm sub to already or something.
Oh.
In order to do that, you would have to run like 3 or 4 ads an hour, and that's so fucking annoying to have to do. I tried doing it for a while, and I was just like, nah. And
that's Tfue does that, and I watch Tfue all the time.
Well,
but
Tfue has a contract, so Tfue's like contractually
obligated.
Yeah, he's obligated because of his contract to run so many ads an hour, and that's the one reason why I think I would never, unless it was like buku bucks. Like, I just don't think I would ever sign a contract where it's like.
I'm sure Tfue's getting paid buku bucks.
Oh, he is. But that's the thing, man. Is like,
it's got like 5,000 people watching him right now.
I gotta be 100% honest, and some people might be like, no, dude, that would be amazing. But if it was like, okay, like, here's, you know, $1 million a year to just stream like you know, like you have to stream like 6 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week. You have to hit so many hours, you know, this and that. Like, the money would be nice, but
that's a lot.
Fuck, dude, it is so much, man. And like, I mean, now it might be a little easier because new games came out, but having to play like the same couple of games every day or trying to find something new to play and it's never good and like this and that, and I think I would end up doing a lot of just chatting streams. But
you know what I've noticed with my streaming, because as a very small streamer, like when I do stream, if I stream like any multiplayer games, I have like no one come in. Maybe somebody that's already followed me or whatever, a friend will come in and say hi for a little bit, whatever. But when I play random campaign games, I started playing the the Dark Anthology series, which was like good. After Until Dawn. So it's like Man of Medan, what's the other one? Little Hope, and I forget what the other one that was that just came out.
I heard the most recent one was really good. Apocalypse, is it? Or no? I don't know. I don't think it's called
something
Apocalypse.
like that.
It looked
but
good.
I'll have like 10 plus viewers come in and watch me play this game, and then I'll have other people that were playing the game and they'll raid me or whatever. I have more luck doing that as a small streamer than playing any of the shit that's hot right now, which kind of makes sense because like everybody else is watching all the other bigger streamers play those games. But it's cool to like be able to play campaign games and not the normal shit, because then as a gamer, all around gamer, I can have fun playing all the games that I enjoy.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, there's games that that have like a perfect sweet spot when it comes to viewership, and a lot of those are campaign games. I've honestly
Dead by Daylight. I don't get that either.
I've thought about playing Skyrim.
Skyrim's great.
Yeah, it's a great game, and that 10th anniversary thing just came out. Because I tried to play it before and it was broken.
Back into that again.
Dude, to be honest, what I really want to do is I want to get high and play it and go on a Skyrim adventure, but
hell yeah.
But I don't have time to do that right now, so
Right. Dude, my friends in college when Skyrim was just coming out, they would take Adderall.
Oh,
just
bro.
fucking zone in. They'd be fucking going for hours. I'd come back
Damn.
after class, and my roommate Keaton, I think was his name. He's still sitting there just zoning in, but then he's also like doing homework at the same time. So like pause the game, do his notes, and like study his shit, and then go right back into the game. It's the funniest shit. And he's just on Adderall. It's so funny to see.
I think Skyrim might honestly be the best game like ever. To be honest,
it's a game you can always go back to.
Wow.
it's so good, man, and it's so simple. And like, even though the graphics are dated, like you don't care. Like it's
Well,
just
6 is supposed to be dropping next year, I believe, right?
no. That's Starfield.
That's probably gonna be
But
like 2025.
Starfield is supposed to be Starfield. Dude, Bethesda needs to take their time, because if we get another fucking Fallout 76 style game, I'm gonna fucking lose it. So we're gonna. I think it's.
I didn't even play that.
Starfield is kind of described as like a space exploration type Skyrim game, you know,
Right.
which sounds dope to me. I'm like, cool, sign me up. That sounds great. And then after that, we're supposed to get Elder Scrolls 6, right? Because 5 was Skyrim. Damn it, dude. You're telling me we haven't gotten.
That's what I'm saying.
We haven't gotten an Elder Scrolls. It's gonna be like 15 years or some shit since the last Elder Scrolls game. That's crazy.
It better deliver, man. That's gonna be so like, what a weird, ugly feeling.
That's the thing, though.
To have 6 and then
Bethesda works on their games for like 6 years or some shit. So,
right.
You know what game I'm absolutely pumped for next year?
well, I don't even know what's coming out next year, to be honest.
Horizon Forbidden West.
I haven't played the first one.
Yeah, looks beautiful.
Dude, you have to play Zero Dawn. That is one of the greatest games I've ever played. I could sit there and grind that game through the campaign, because there's just so much cool shit to do, so many things you can get for your weapons, so many different creatures you can take down and do all kinds of shit for, side quests. Everything about it's fun. I 100%ed that game and then went and did the DLC.
There's a lot of PS5 games that I want to play. I thought
Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok gonna be the best one.
I definitely got to play God of War when it comes out on PC.
Yeah.
The downfall I figured out with PS5 that I didn't even know about until I seen a TikTok the other day, our like game capture shit doesn't work with PS5s.
What are you talking about?
You have to get a certain software, apparently. According to, well, I guess it's only one TikTok I seen, so maybe he's wrong. I don't fucking know. But
I mean, I got
you need to have a certain software
specifically for it. So,
well, I mean, I have the Elgato 4K 60 Pro 2 or whatever the hell, like one of the newer ones. So I was like, how could I not play it? Well, I don't have a PS5 to test it out, but according to the TikTok I seen, like people need to have a certain software in order to do it. So that's why like he hasn't gotten a PS5 or something like that. So I don't know how much truth that is, but I was like, damn, really? Like, how do you release something that like the PS3? Well, the PS3 you needed a connecting thing for it, but still, PS4 and PS4 Pro and all that shit works just fine. So it's like, how does the PS5 not have that capability? Because there's not much different. Because of the Pro, PS4 Pro can play 4K. So I mean, I don't know if like what would be the difference, I guess, with the PS5. So
yeah, I don't know.
As far as that software goes,
but like
I was bummed because I wanted to get God of War and shit when it comes out.
A lot of those games are coming out on PC though now, so
which is interesting.
Well, PlayStation has to do something, man, because like Xbox is already like built into Windows, and so it's like you know, they are kind of like in the same way that Xbox is kind of alienating PlayStation players of the games like Halo and Gears of War. PlayStation's kind of alienating PC and Xbox at the same time, so it makes sense for them to kind of branch off into the PC market. There's
so many games that are amazing and exclusive to PlayStation. So
still haven't played Last of Us 2, and I want to.
Dude, need to. Gotta play Horizon Zero Dawn though before Forbidden West. Forbidden West comes out February 18th next year.
I don't know, man. I looked at that game and it just doesn't like.
Dude,
it just doesn't really like hook me as like a game that I think I would enjoy.
You need to play it for a while and let the story build up, and then
just don't have that kind of time.
Good 5 hours of gameplay.
That's the thing. It's the
biggest thing is like it literally has to hook me like in the first hour.
Yeah. God of War is one of the rare ones That one was
God
like
of War's fucking like legendary, dude. That's just,
well, yeah,
But
that's
this
what I
one,
mean. It's like
but this one's
that's
so
the standard.
different, you know. Like they went such a different.
Ragnarok.
Well, no, like the God of, because it was considered like a reboot,
2018,
right? Yeah.
Of sorts,
Like-
Yeah, like the
Kinda,
way
yeah.
they went such a different route with it that I think it kind of breathes some fresh air into the franchise, which is good. Like at least somebody's
Have you
figuring
played-
shit out.
It was kind of at a stalemate after 3.
I remember
or
playing
And
it
there
on
was
like
Armageddon or whatever after that too, or
Ascension, yeah.
I remember
Ascension.
I played one of them on like my buddies. I borrowed his like PSP or
PSP?
something and played one of them on there. I remember throwing
Chains of
Probably-
Olympus or like
Yeah, Chains of
or
Olympus.
Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah.
Did you ever play 3 though?
I don't know.
Dude, you would know if you played 3.
I would say like you'd have
You
to
take
play
out
3.
all
I like-
the gods
When I
new
think
and
of
the Titans.
But when I think of God of War, like I can't think of any specific game. Is what I'm saying. Like I
Mm.
I know about it. I know some about it, but
I
like
want to play 3 now.
Days
Every
Gone.
time,
I tried playing Days Gone.
Days Gone's amazing.
That game blows,
Amazing.
dude. That game
No,
blows.
you're out of your fucking mind.
Ooh.
It's so, dude.
I no
it's-
longer validate your opinions with games.
But dude, like you have to understand,
Doesn't
man.
like
Like
Gears of War and then doesn't like Days Gone. Get out of
okay,
here.
like I said, Gears of War, it's a game mechanic thing. Like I respect the story and everything, but like I just don't like this game's play style. It's just not for me. I don't like it. But Days Gone, nothing innovative about it. The voice capture was great. Story was fine, but it was just so fucking slow, bro. Like there nothing excited me about it. It was very
You
repetitive.
gotta like build up. It's like a movie. Like it
Dude.
takes time to get to the storyline.
Okay, but if you say that about every game, then it's like, bro, like what games are you playing that like take that long to get hooked into, man? Like I like games
Story
that know what they
campaign
are,
game?
bro. Now, Days Gone had like a huge developmental like what do you call it? Like I guess when they were developing it, like they wanted to go different routes with it and they couldn't decide, and then like they were
Right.
running out of time, and so it wasn't
That
really what
story
they
was
wanted it to
great.
be.
And taking on hordes of
Okay.
zombies with giant fire bombs is amazing.
This is
and
maybe this will
scary at the
explain it
same
better.
time.
If I can look up on YouTube a video that will just explain the story to me, and I feel like I played the game, that's an issue, and that's how I feel about Days Gone. Like the game mechanics are just boring, bro.
With any game.
No, because like part of a lot of these really good games is like actually playing it and like having to like beat the boss and do all that shit, and like I don't know.
Crazy,
Days
yeah.
Gone was just a story, bro.
I didn't play Days Gone though, so I can't vouch for this. But
I played-
I will say the
Good.
reviews were not.
If you like Last of Us and that, you'll like Days Gone.
I would disagree.
Last-
I don't think so. I think if you like
I think
Last of Us,
is in its own,
it's
like,
such a different game,
yeah.
man. And like I played 10 hours of Days Gone, bro. Like if it didn't hook me then, it's not going to.
Missing out.
I really don't think I am. And the reviews don't say I am either. So
Well, reviews can suck my nutsack. I'm so sick of reviews determining everything.
I think
Most of the
Kyle
people
is
have the
very
shittiest
easily
fucking
abused.
opinions. No.
he's very easily entertained.
No.
He's a simple man. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Here I am over here
No.
like, hey dude, Call of Duty. After it's like the same
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Yeah, you're getting hyped about fucking Vanguard. Like, okay. Like,
I'm just
same
having
shit we
fun.
get every fucking year.
I'm just having
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
It's not even about a story or anything. It's just like, hey, I can just mindlessly like shoot people and grind camos, and it's fun.
But that's
Um,
why I like Days Gone, because there is a story and it is really good.
It's so slow,
And it
bro.
takes a while to build up your bike and get your shit, and it's a grind and it's fun.
If you're looking for a nice like high game though, like you said, you want to get high and do like adventures in Skyrim, I'd say Death Stranding is that one for me.
I want to play that one, and that one seems slow, but like the people who are behind the game, like I know that they're gonna deliver, you know, story wise.
It's very like convoluted and like kind of like not pretentious. It's just so like you can tell that the guy had carte blanche whatever the hell he wanted to do, which is like good and bad. But there are moments in it where I just have so much respect for like, damn, like this is really a vibe that no one else can match. Like no one else is doing this, and it feels so unique and special. But it is sometimes a walking simulator. But I liked that. I was at a place in my life at the time where I was like, I kind of would like to just walk and carry things for a second and like escape. But,
yeah, I don't know. Like, there's certain games that what's the expression? Wide as an ocean, but deep as a puddle. Like, the map is huge, but there's just like no detail to it, and that's kind of how I felt about Days Gone. Like, it just everywhere was kind of
open world games these days.
Yeah, I mean Skyrim is kind of like that, but like the lore and like the way that the game mechanics work, and I don't know. It's like it's one of those games where it's like you don't have to immediately go do the next quest, but you want to. Like it just kind of like it hypes that game. Really hypes you up. And with Days Gone, it was just like a depressing story, from what I could tell. You guys, my wife died. Zombies.
So you stopped Red Dead 2 though, right? Have you ever my bike?
Somebody stole my bike.
It is very derivative, I have to say. Like, it's very
clearly
block
like somebody on Discord.
I will say, like, immediately when I saw Days Gone, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but like, it's very clearly like Last of Us meets Walking Dead, and let's just maximize the amount of zombies.
I think they could have benefited big time
taking on a horde of zombies because no other game has that.
So that's like the only
game where you take on a horde of fucking zombies, and it's really well done. Like, you have to utilize everything you have.
What's the highest round you've been on? And
okay,
Cold War
it's not round.
That's different.
Okay, so Days Gone.
This horde
right
there walking around in this selected area, and it's a whole fucking horde, and you got to plan out your attack of how the fuck you're gonna do this shit. Make sure you have all the equipment. My favorite thing was once you got to you had Molotovs, like regular bottle Molotovs, but then you got the jug Molotov, which is like a big fucking half gallon of a alcohol bottle filled with fucking Molotov shit. You toss that shit back, and they all catch on fire, and then you're just fucking mowing them down. It's so much fun.
Kind of sounds like
that is a
riot.
No, it's nothing like Back for Blood because there's not even a horde Back for Blood.
What?
More of a wonder weapon kind of guy.
Not a horde like that. All in what the hordes in that come in waves still.
Yeah,
come like one after another. With fucking Days Gone, they're all right fucking there in a massive.
I remember one mission in that game. I had to destroy nests, and every time I destroyed a nest, they would like come out of the. They came out of the forest.
Nests are different. They're smaller. Yeah. Yeah, when you get to the point where you're fighting hordes, that shit is so much fucking fun. It really is.
I don't know. When it comes to zombie games, it either has to be fast-paced or have a really good story, and I just feel like it didn't have either of those.
It had a good story. You just didn't play it. You played 10 hours of a game that was like
it's like Walking Dead, bro. It's just the same boring, like, cliche-ass story. Guy's wife died. He's trying to get his motorcycle.
No.
Did you stop?
I want to play it again because I don't even remember quite a bit of it.
Oh, it must have been really good then if you can't remember it.
I haven't played it. You know how many games I play? I don't remember everything.
You know how many games I play?
Shit. I bet you I play more.
I remember every lawn I mowed in
You play multiplayer games, boy. I play campaign.
I stream multiplayer games. That's the difference.
Well, I don't know how much you play offline.
Let's see how many Steam. Who has the most Steam games in here?
Well, I Steam's bet different. Let's go. Who has the most console games?
Oh, fuck console, bro.
Steam, I don't even know because I only really get like the ones that all my friends and I will play.
I have 197 games on Steam.
Damn.
I have 45 on Steam, and then probably well over almost 200 on Xbox, and then probably a good 40 plus for PlayStation 4.
And by the way, none of these are like the same game because like I know on like Xbox and PlayStation I had like 2 versions of some games because there was like remasters and shit.
Yep. I just downloaded the definitive edition for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. See how it is.
Dude,
I'm hearing so many bad things, man.
Shitting on it.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah. Well,
like the design was lazily done.
Yeah.
For San Andreas in particular, or for the other ones?
the whole thing. I think
they took out a lot of stuff too because of licensing shit. Like they didn't take the time to they didn't take the time or money to really do it justice.
Well,
And like,
shocker there,
dude, for a week on PC you couldn't even play it, but like you could buy it and download it. But like people were like, I can't play it. Something was wrong.
I just wanted to play through that story again. I really like San Andreas. That was probably the one that stood out to me the most, other than 5. Or was it 5? Yeah, 5 is the one that they've been milking for the last decade, right?
I've never played all the way through a Grand Theft Auto game, I don't think, man. I always
5's actually really good.
It's worth it.
That story is really well done.
I get like halfway through the story and then I'm just like, all right, now let's just go like wander around town and rob shit.
5 stars.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
But
how come you stopped Red Dead 2 again? Like just the time?
Dude,
yeah, I just don't have time for that game.
Yeah.
It's
long time.
Really good story though. Like that was a good story.
Yeah.
I would like to get back into that one too. I probably only have about 10 hours into that one.
Yeah.
I was having fun though. I don't know why I quit. Probably because
it's worth finishing.
I get distracted.
Someday, man. Someday, if I have fuck you money someday, then I'll just
exactly. Or I could just sit around.
Yeah,
Have to worry about paying bills.
I'm too busy trying to make sure. I gotta pay for these acting classes and make sure, like you know, my wife and son can like eat and have a roof over their head right now. So.
Yo,
I have like 2-3 opportunities around the year to like play a long game that I've been wanting to get out and finish, and it was like Red Dead 2 took me like 2 separate years because I would play it over like a week of being home with my parents at Christmas, and I just play it all night, 5 hours a night every night, or like 3 to 5 hours every night. And I finished it this last Christmas, and it was just such a the ending and the epilogue of that game is so insanely mature that it's like it just hits you like a gut punch. And like, God, I saw a scene that someone had posted of it from the epilogue, and it's just got this very like existential vibe that I wasn't expecting, that like no other game has. And it's like, oh, it just hit me it hit me at home, like in a way I didn't get, you know. I wasn't expecting that. Like Red Dead and GTA, you don't really expect that out of that, but I hope they go that route with GTA 6, but I don't know how you would with that premise.
Yeah, I mean,
like
I'm gonna be honest, man. Like it's gonna be interesting to see if they can actually like live up to this last Grand Theft Auto. You know,
yeah,
a lot to live up to.
I heard
somebody ruined Red Dead for me. I was kind of bummed out. I was like, oh, cool.
Like they spoiled the story or what?
That somebody big gets taken out.
Oh.
I'm trying to say that without being a spoiler myself.
You know what was dope? Was the original Red Dead had that undead nightmare. Like, that was so badass, man.
I never played that, but I heard it was incredible.
It's so badass.
I never finished that one either, but it seems like it was, from the little bit I played, was fun.
The only reason I haven't played it again is because they still have been unable to get like to work it out to put it on PC, and they finally said like it's probably never gonna happen. So
yeah, I think the version that I have of that one even is Xbox 360.
Yeah, I don't think it ever came out on Xbox One.
Yep, I don't even know if my Xbox One can play that.
I'm pretty sure. I think it can, because I think I played it again on Xbox One.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I would like to actually get through that. That'd be cool.
One of those games where you actually like put the disc
kind of forget
in.
About that one.
You actually put the disc in.
Yeah.
Damn, man. You remember when games were small enough that you like literally they could fit it on a disc?
And you didn't have to download the whole thing. You could just put the disc in.
Did you guys see that TikTok where the guy's like sitting there and he's downloading the new Call of Duty and he's got like some sound playing, and then he turns and the chick's like I got it hooked up to the internet, bro. So yes. I'll be on soon. And he's like, shut the fuck up, Jessica.
Yeah, I got hooked up to the router, guys. I'll be on soon. And she's like mocking him.
It says like 5 hours, 20 minutes to go.
Why does Call of Duty always have the worst like load times too, download times? Because
it's not only that though.
Been like that.
The consoles, for some reason, man. Like
on my console is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
the consoles, like something
Fucking
about
horrendous.
it. I don't know if it's servers or what, but like it's just so fucking slow. Way slower than it should be.
Dude, mine will go like 10 megabytes a second, sometimes 5 megabytes a second. And the one that update I just got, I just randomly booted up my Xbox the other day after not having it on in a while. And Call of Duty Cold War needed a update. 142 gigs, by the way.
For what?
I don't know what that was all about. To update Cold War.
Well, I think with Cold War they added a bunch of stuff, and then what they did was like I think the overall file size, they like did something to make it slightly smaller, and so it had to like uninstall what was already in and then reinstall it in like a different format, or I can't remember.
But it was like going at like 5 megs a second. I'm like, this will take literally a week.
Fuck, bro.
Like, I'm not doing it. I'm
like,
not going to play Cold War anyway. So.
Yesterday when they announced that Halo was out, I was like, yo, and I like open up Steam, it's right there. I download it. 5 minutes later, it's downloaded, like 26 gigs, nothing. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there like working on this vlog,
nice.
like, oh man, I want to play it, you know?
Yeah.
Almost too fast.
Yeah, because you still got what, 2 more parts of the vlog?
Yeah, after this, I gotta add like the voiceover and then upload it. It's gonna be out today.
Nice.
And like I explained in like the intro, like I had that really big audition that I had like a week to prepare for, and it was huge. So I put a lot of time towards that, and then I got that stomach bug, and I was literally just like laying in bed and like I gotta shit again, and like running over, you know, like back and forth.
I gotta shit again.
It was, dude. I would literally, I like, sorry to go into detail, but I literally,
Please do.
It was one of those situations where you sit down on the toilet, you just shit your brains out, and then like you're like, all right, I think I'm done, and you wipe, and then you go to get up and flush the toilet,
As soon as you stand
and
up,
you gotta go again, and you're like, God damn it, come on, dude, and then like your butt is just raw from having to wiping like a million
it's
times.
The worst fucking feeling, and I hate that.
Yes.
You sit down, you're like. It's awful.
Oh, it's literally the worst.
I think I lost like a pound though. It's like
that was how I was the other day.
Thing, man.
That's how I was the other day. I was like, damn, I weighed myself after. I'm like, I think I lost 2 fucking pounds.
Do you guys know what causes diarrhea? Like scientifically? So your bowels, right? They're supposed to reabsorb the water that comes out that comes out of your digestive tract, and when you have diarrhea, your bowels are inflamed, so they can't properly reabsorb the water, and so you just get watery shit. That's what happens. I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, I just shitting out water. I didn't know why, you know.
He's like, wow.
So something gets inflamed in your bowels or whatever. So that's crazy. It sounds it sounds like you should be in pain. You know what I mean? Like, I mean you are kind of, but like I mean like internally, like something should hurt. But it's weird.
It does feel a little hot.
It's weird how your organs don't have pain like receptors. So like I mean certain things do, but like you could literally run until your heart explodes and it wouldn't hurt until it does. You know what I mean? Like your heart doesn't have the pain receptors to tell you, hey, slow down, like this is not going well. You know? It's crazy. You just feel your heart pounding like it's gonna explode, but
yeah, you're right.
There's no pain. Yeah, like your stomach can hurt, right? But like I don't know, like I think about eating tacos. And like you gotta think, dude, the tortilla shell is like super hard and crunchy. That's gotta be tearing up your esophagus on the way down, but you don't feel nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. It is interesting how it all works.
Yeah, the human body's an interesting thing. Before we go, Spider-Man G Fuel, bro.
Ooh, so what flavor?
It's called Radioactive Lemonade. And it's supposed to be like a lemonade bubblegum.
Well, you lost me.
I don't know. We'll see. I really like the bubblegum flavor. So if they take lemonade and bubblegum, put them together,
you lost me.
I'm gonna love it.
I'm sad now.
But so what they're doing?
Bubble gum. I guess because like a web.
Have you never had like the lemonade Hubba Bubba? You never had that?
Yes. Yes.
That's what I picture it tasting like.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Ooh. Yeah. Do you remember I think it was like Kobe gum.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a raspberry lemonade gum. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm really excited though, man, because they got 3 tubs and 3 cans, as well as 3 shakers that are all different themes. You can pick like what suit you want. So you can either get like the OG suit.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
More money because I want all 3. Thanks.
I mean, yeah, but the hydration tub is coming too.
Use my code.
Yeah, use my code. Yeah, no. There's also a hydration tub and a hydration bottle. So like it's a huge launch.
Nice. That's all just for the new Spider-Man.
That comes out next month. Yeah.
So I got time to save. Hell yeah.
And then there's blacked out tubs right now. I don't know if you saw, but for like Black Friday,
yeah, I see those.
I saw that.
They look badass, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they look badass. Yeah, I think it's Blue Eyes, Hype Sauce, PewDiePie, and FaZeberry.
Hype Sauce is so damn good.
Oh, dude, it's so good. So is PewDiePie. I like PewDiePie, but it's definitely not one that I find myself drinking very often as much anymore. I think it's a very strong flavor, so you can easily get tired of it, you know. But
I need to order milk. I keep forgetting when I order groceries. I need to order milk to try Orange Vibe.
Oh, dude, you got to drink that one of milk. Right after this too. Like, so I'm gonna finish the vlog and then I'm gonna record strawberry banana and milk and water. So finally get that one out. But yeah, I don't know.
Orange Cranberry's almost done. I'm just editing a very meticulous fucking keyframing moment.
Ooh, that's fun.
It's fucking annoying and I hate it. Every bit of keyframing, it's the worst. Literally going frame by frame, moving this fucking shit so it fits a certain part.
But
you could track it in After Effects, but I don't know how to do that. Mm-hmm. I know you can though.
I don't know what's going on between this week and next week's episode. I know Ghostbusters Afterlife is coming out, and me and my wife are gonna go see that on Friday. Which the reviews for that are amazing. Yeah. So I cannot wait to see it.
The new Ghostbusters. Do they follow the same story, or are they all different?
The only one you need to see, from what I've heard, is the first one.
First one, so it's going from 1 to 3?
I believe so.
Okay. Gotcha.
Maybe the second one is included too, but I don't know. I really only care about the first Ghostbusters. Yeah. Dude, there was a Ghostbusters video game. There was 2 of them, but one of them was really fucking good. And like, I remember playing on like the 360 or something. It was so good, man. And then they came out with like another one, and it just like sucked.
Sucked ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
You know what game they need to come out with, like a new one of? Do you guys remember Prototype?
Yes. Yeah, the first one was really good.
Fucking badass.
Yeah,
they need to make another one of those. Can you imagine one updated with like Spider-Man graphics?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Ghostbusters the video game remastered. Is this it?
Probably.
I think this is it. I would have to see, like, I don't know. Reviews are very positive. Yeah, Mad Dog Games made it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if this is the one that I'm thinking of, man, this game is badass. And they remastered it. That's cool. Yeah, Sanctum. Okay, so there was like Sanctum of Slime or something like that, and that sucked. Anyways, yeah. We'll talk about Ghostbusters next week, and then I don't know what else is, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe some crazy shit will happen.
I think that Spider-Man trailer is gonna be really
not. Let's keep the crazy shit from happening so much.
Oh, bro, we're on a giant rock hurtling through space, man. There's always crazy shit happening.
This is also true.
We're on
wait, yeah, that trial is going to be getting a verdict soon.
Oh yeah, and the Kyle Rittenhouse thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how that works out. I wonder
Hopefully
how
we
much
get a
time he's
good-
going to get. I know he's going to get something. We'll see. They dropped the weapons charge, though. Like the main weapons charge, they dropped it.
Wait, so now it's just a matter of like whether it was self-defense or not?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
And I think
Dude,
they went from like one level of manslaughter to like a different one already too. So I don't know, man.
I just tuned out what you guys were just talking about because I got distracted by Tifu's thing. But so it sounded like it was serious, so not meaning to like play off to like this, but Tifu just had a poll pop up after an ad. And if people voted on it, it gave him bits. The fuck? Like he literally just got 1,200 bits for just people participating in a poll.
No, so you can set it up if you check a box on the poll, you can make it so people have to use bits to vote. Like they can't vote.
No,
Yeah.
No, that's not how this was because I just voted and I don't have bits. And it gave him bits.
I'm pretty sure like it's an option. You can vote again with bits. Like you can vote once or you can vote again with bits.
I was like, damn, just for or participating in a poll, that's badass. You just get bits because you ran an ad and then like people answered for you. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was interesting. I've never seen that yet. So,
but all right, we'll see you guys next week.
Hell yeah.
See you next week.
All right.
Peace. Listen on Spotify. Give us a review.
It's on Apple Podcasts now too.
Ooh, and Apple Podcasts.
Let's go.
Apple Podcasts. Help us out. It'd be dope.
How about Amazon Prime Music?
Get the hell out of here.